What's going on, guys? I'm OMIGHTY back again with the weekly Rust skins videos, and today we have got a hectic looking Rust item store. So this is what the top sellers are looking like, just so you guys can get a quick glance of it, and then we'll go over to the limited. And my god, we've got some bloody hectic looking stuff this week. Actually, I like every skin this week. So let's get started with the armor, of course, and we're going to be looking at the Dragon Rage metal face mask and the Dragon Rage metal chest plate. The chest plate is going for $4.15, and the face mask is going for $3.45, and yet the chest plate is still outselling currently the face mask on the Rust item store, so that's interesting to see. But I also do still think that the demand will be higher on the community market for the chest plate than the face mask, simply because we already have other face masks we can pair with this chest plate and it not be too over the top. Also, honestly, I do think the metal face mask is a little bit ugly, just because of the nose. I'm not really loving that whole situation going on there. Just looks a little bit, how you going? Anyway, $3.45, Dragon Rage face mask. Honestly, even with this price, I do still think you can make money off of it. I think the demand is going to be pretty high for the Dragon Rage set in the future, of course, starting now already. The clothing is already performing quite well. And of course, if the set continues, it's only going to perform better. That's going to be the same for the metal gear. I do think it's pretty likely that we're going to have a lot of this on the community market, but I don't think that's really too much of an issue. Overall, with the prices, I do think less of them will be bought because one's going for $4.15 and one's going for $3.45. But I do still think that there's going to be a lot on the community market overall. But either way, I do still think that you should invest in both of them. I do think that both of them can make you profits. And I do think that another good thing about them is they can easily be matched with other skins, like, for example, Blackout and Legendary Gold Face Mask, just off the top of my head, two different items. So overall, I will recommend investing in both of them. I do honestly still think that the Dragon Rage chestplate is going to be a more profitable item, even though there is going to be more of them on the community market, in my opinion, and it is already more expensive. But I do think you can make money off of either of them, so I would recommend investing in both the Dragon Rage chestplate and the Dragon Rage face mask off of the Rust item store for this week, and I do think that they are going to be pretty highly demanded skins. Alrighty, moving over to the Glister Hoodie and Pants as a continuation of the Glister set. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, we had the kilt last week, and I think we've already had the road sign as well, so we've got the full road sign set now, and now we have the hoodie and pants to go with it. I do think that these hoodie and pants will get used more for the memes, for the colorful sets in the future, and you'll be able to match them up with other sets if you don't like the Glister. But overall, as a whole, I do think that the rainbow set will create a slightly more demand in comparison to, something that's a little bit more plain. And I don't think this is going to make you crazy profits, but I do think that these are both going to be safe investments. Only $1.35 each. They're not above center store price, and so for those reasons, I will recommend investing in the Glister Hoodie and Pants, as I do think they're going to be safe medium to long-term investments. Moving over to the Secret Recipe Bucket Helmet. That's right, you had me bucket helmet. This is the first time we've had a bucket helmet possibly ever since I've been doing these Rust item stores. Honestly, I don't remember, but all of the bucket helmets are above $1.35, but that is also because, of course, we don't get any bucket helmets ever. Okay, so what I'm about to say is going to be weird, but I am going to recommend investing in this, long story short. But it's also not going to have any demand after a while. So here's my thoughts on this. It's a KFC meme, and of course, Rust players are going to love the meme skins, so they're going to go all over this. I'm positive that a Rust roleplay YouTuber will end up making a video with this featured in it. And I also do think that we've had a lot of market manipulation happening lately on the community market with new Rust items from the Rust item stores. I do see the Secret Recipe Bucket Helmet being manipulated as well, simply for the memes. I do think that someone will think it's funny to manipulate the KFC bucket on the community market. And overall, for that reason, I'm going to recommend investing in it. I think it's going to make you stonks as long as it gets manipulated or it goes into a YouTuber's video. And I do think that both of those options are going to be highly likely to happen. Also, it's only $1.35, so at standard store price. Definitely, it's all looking good. The only thing, of course, is that it's a bucket helmet, and no one actually uses bucket helmets in-game unless either they're brand new or they're just straight up memeing and they're just role-playing. So overall, I don't think there's going to be any demand for this after a couple of weeks to a couple of months. But I do think that for a while this is going to be a meme, and I do think it's highly likely that it's going to get manipulated for that reason. $1.35, I will recommend investing in the Secret Recipe bucket helmet off of the Rust-Bottom store, because I do think its secret recipe is going to be market manipulation. Alright, moving over to the Black Gold Tommy. This is a continuation of the Black Gold set now. This is going for $6.85, as the previous weapons before have as well. We've had the AK, we've had the LR, and we've had an MP5. Now we have the Thompson. These are pretty much all the meta guns in the game. When are we going to get the Bolty, am I right? So $6.85, I'm pretty sure the LR is just performing above its Rust-Bottom store price, you know. I think that the Thompson is going to outperform the LR, and I did recommend investing in the LR. I'm going to recommend investing in this as well. I do think that these are more going to be long-term investments now, as of course they're not the first of the skins anymore. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens with the PvP meta change after some of the spray patterns might change, if they do change. And it's going to be interesting to see what guns become meta. So it's really hard to say what's going to be good and bad at the moment for the future for PvP meta. But at the moment, the Tommy is pretty up there with PvP meta. And I do think that for that reason, at the moment, the demand will be pretty high for the Black Gold Thompson. And I do think that you can make money off of it. I do think that you could probably pick this one up for a little bit cheaper on the community market with the buy order. But buying it as a play skin for $6.85 off the Rust-Bottom store, I do also still think you can make money off of it. I do think overall, though, it will be a longer-term investment if you're going to make a significant amount of money. But either way, I will recommend investing in the Black Gold Tommy off of the Rust-Bottom store for this week if you can afford it. Alright, moving up to the Spraycan Sleeping Bag, going for $2.05, which is standard store price for the sleeping bags. And currently we have nothing that's below $2.05 on the community market from the Spraycan set, although they are hanging around that price. So Spraycan Furnace is $2.25, quantity is 109. Spraycan Small Box is $2.42, quantity is 37, and the Spraycan Wooden Door is $2.50, the quantity is 24. So overall the demand isn't that high for them, but of course once one of the items is bought, then the rest will most likely get bought as well by the same person to complete the set. So overall, as long as this set does continue to come out, then I do think that the earlier items will perform well because of that reason. And I don't think the quantity for the Spraycan Sleeping Bag will be very high on the community market. And so as a long-term investment, I do think that the Spraycan Sleeping Bag can make you money, even though it's not a glowing deployable, and glowing deployables are the meta. I do still think that people will still want to complete the Spraycan Sleeping Bag set. If they do like the set, they pick up one item, they'll pick up the rest. So overall, I will recommend investing in the Spraycan Sleeping Bag as a long-term investment off of the Rust-Bottom store for this week. Outer Planets Armored Door. So this is a continuation of the Outer Planets set. As we know, I don't love the Outer Planets set, but it has been good for stonks. Everything has made you money. We've had a sheet metal door, possibly a garage door, I'm pretty sure. We've had the armored double door last week. We've had bloody whatever else has come out for it. Probably around about 7 skins or something like that. And they have all made you money. This is going for $4.15, which is above standard store price. It is also a glowing deployable though. I do think that this can make you money, but it is, as I said, $4.15. So we do have other glowing armored doors that, in my opinion, are better. But of course, some people clearly do like the Outer Planets. And at the moment, it is currently 5th on the top sellers. So it's not looking like it's in a very bad spot on the top sellers. And I don't think that it's going to get too bad when it comes to being oversaturated. So overall, I do think you can make money off of the Outer Planets Armored Door, but I do think it'll probably be a medium-term investment if it doesn't perform well on week 1. But overall, I will recommend investing in the Outer Planets Armored Door, as all of the other items are already above their store price, and I do think that that will continue to happen as a trend with the Outer Planets set. So overall, I will recommend investing in the Outer Planets Armored Door off of the Rust-Bottom store for this week. Alrighty, last but not least, we've got the Scientific Wood Storage Box going for $3.45. The Scientific Storage set has been very successful in my opinion, and it somehow just doesn't end. It just continues to come and come and come. That is what she said. So overall, I do think that the Scientific Wood Storage Box can make you money. I'm just going to say it now. I will recommend investing in it, $3.45, but it is a glowing deployable, and that is also the stand store price of these Scientific Storage boxes. That's what they've all been, $3.45, as were the Neon Storage, and they all made you money as well. So overall, I think that the wood storage box is definitely going to be used a lot more in comparison to some of the other Scientific Storage boxes, and all of the other ones have made you money as well. So this one's going to have a high demand. Plus, at the moment, we've got some fat looking skins this week. We've got some sick looking ones. So I do think that the Scientific Storage is going to be a little bit in the shadow this week when it comes to the rest of them store. It's like hidden away behind the black gold and the bloody dragon rage. So people are spending their money on that and kind of looking over the Scientific Storage box for this week. So for that reason, I think the demand is going to be higher on the community market later, because the quantity will be lower, as the demand for them on the rest of them store at the moment isn't really there as much as it should be, because the other really sick looking skins are also out at the same time. So people have to choose whether they want to spend their money on the Scientific Wood Storage, and then they can't afford the metal chest plate but can afford the face mask, you know what I'm saying? So I think that the Scientific Wooden Storage Box, it's come out of the good time. It will have demand. It's going to be used in game by pretty much everyone, like bad players, new players, role players, PvP chads. Like everyone needs a wood box, you know what I'm saying? So overall, I think that the Scientific Wooden Storage Box will make you money. So I will recommend investing in it off of the Ross Home store for this week. That is it for this week. I've recommended to invest in everything because honestly, I think this bloody store is really good. And this is the first whole store that we've had that's actually been all good for a long time. So we'll move over to the cart now. Alright gang, this is my cart for this week. I'm getting at least one of everything. I'm getting 2 of the Dragon Rage metal chest plates and face masks. I do think they're going to be quite good. Getting 2 of the Glister Pants, 2 of the Glister Hoodies, getting 2 of the Scientific Wood Storage boxes. And I'm also getting 6 of these secret recipe bucket helmets for the meme. So going to cost me $48.65. I wish I had a sponsor for this video, but I don't. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and remember, have a skits one.
Why? 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 Why?